In 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 7, Paul offers a commendation that underscores the Thessalonian believers' remarkable growth and influence in their spiritual journey. The verse reads, "So that you became examples to all in Macedonia and Achaia who believe." This statement carries profound implications, not only highlighting the authenticity and depth of their faith, but also setting a standard for what Christian witness should look like. The phrase, "so that you became examples," points to a transformation that had observable effects. The believers in Thessalonica, having received the gospel and endured hardships with joy, inspired by the Holy Spirit, now stood as models for others. The idea of becoming an example is deeply tied to the notion of visible, demonstrable faith. It suggests a level of maturity and commitment that others could see, understand, and emulate. The impact of their example was not confined to their immediate community, but extended throughout Macedonia and Achaia, regions significant both geographically and culturally during that time. This level of influence speaks to the power of genuine faith that manifests in daily actions, decisions, and interactions. The Thessalonians lived in such a way that their faith was not just a personal affair, but a public testament to the power of the gospel. Their lives were so aligned with the teachings of Jesus and so marked by godly character that they naturally became a pattern for others to follow. Moreover, their example was not limited to passive observation by others. It was an active, compelling force that likely challenged and encouraged fellow believers throughout the region. In areas where the gospel was still taking root, where communities were just beginning to form around the new faith, the example of the Thessalonians would have been particularly impactful. It would provide both a template and an encouragement for new believers facing similar challenges, including persecution, cultural opposition, and the everyday trials of living a countercultural faith. The broader impact of their faith also emphasizes the interconnectedness of the early Christian communities. News of the Thessalonians' faith and steadfastness would travel along trade routes carried by merchants and travelers, read in letters, and recounted in the gatherings of believers in different cities. In this way, their example served as a beacon, highlighting the transformative power of the gospel and encouraging unity and perseverance among the believers spread across vast and diverse territories. In reflecting on this verse today, there is a compelling challenge for modern believers. The call to be examples to others is not merely historical. It is a present-day imperative that asks each believer to consider how their faith is witnessed by those around them. In a world often characterized by cynicism and despair, the need for genuine, vibrant examples of Christian faith is as great as ever. Believers are called to live in such a way that their faith is not only heard in their words, but seen in their actions, felt in their compassion, and experienced through their community. This call also carries with it a reminder of the potential reach of our example. Just as the Thessalonians influenced regions far beyond their city, so too can the impact of a single believer or a single community extend far beyond its immediate context. In the age of worldwide communication and social media, the potential for influence is vast and varied. Thus, the way believers live out their faith matters not only for their personal growth and local community health, but potentially for the worldwide community as well. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 7 serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative impact of living a life fully committed to Christ. It challenges believers to be mindful of the example they set and the influence they wield. It encourages a faith that is active, visible, and compelling. A faith that not only stands firm against the trials and tribulations of life, but also inspires and encourages others to seek a deeper, more meaningful relationship with Christ. Through such living, believers today can continue the legacy of the Thessalonian church, serving as modern-day examples of faith, hope, and love in action.